Hey guys, it's Lexi. Today I'm going to be doing this bronze summer goddess look. A lot of people have been asking, how do I make myself look tan when I'm really not? And that's something I struggle with because, as a lot of you can tell, I am very, very fair. And it's hard for me to get a balance when the rest of my body is tanner just from being out in the sun. I don't lay out, but my body just kind of naturally gets a little bit tanner and my face will turn really red. So this is kind of how I do all of that. If you guys have any questions about anything, any tutorial ideas, feel free to comment below. And also don't forget to check out my blog, simplebraidedhairstyles.com, and my Facebook page. Also, if any of you are on Instagram, I have an Instagram now, so maybe I'm not going to have time to get on my blog, but I hopefully will have time to kind of take a picture of maybe what I look like or an outfit idea or any of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this intro, I guess. This is just a really easy, simple look. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take eyelid primer. And I think I got this one at Sally's, but I actually really love e.l.f. I just haven't been to Target, or I haven't had time to order it. So I just put a little bit of that on and then just kind of rub it in up to the brow. Do the same thing on the other side, up to the brow. Okay, and then just kind of, you can put it underneath too. Okay, and the next thing is I'm going to take where did it go? My brush from e.l.f. Now I'm using a lot of e.l.f. Things today. I just don't know why, but I kind of like them. But anyway, here's my brush. This is a eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to start by taking this really, like, almost right here. It's almost like a champagne. I just put that on here and just put it on the lid just a little bit. So just kind of blend in the color so your lids look the same. I think they're even. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to take is this right here. Right here. This is almost like a, it's almost like a bronzy color. And I'm just going to put a lot of that on, and I'm going to pack it like that, almost in a, instead of like swooping, almost like pushing it on. Do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, and just a little bit more. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do is take a darker brown, so this one right here. You just want a dark brown and really get some on. By the way, I'm using the same brush the whole time, and I'm just going to in the creases, just like that, in the crease. Do the same on the other eye, just a lot in the crease. Alright, so after I put that in the crease, I'm just going to take a small brush, not even a brush, I guess. It's like a, this is what I would use for eyeliner normally, but I'm going to just take a brown. I'm going to be taking this brown right here. It's almost like a goldish brown, and I'm just going to put some of this on here and put it on the lower lash line. Just like that. And same on the other eye. Okay. And once you're done with that, I'm going to take some liquid eyeliner. I'm using NYC, and I'm just going to put some of that on the top lid, starting like in the middle of the eye, and then just kind of bringing it out like that. I'm just going to repeat that on the other eye. Okay, so what I've done is I put the top eyeliner on, and then I line the bottom with Revlon Color Stay. The next thing that I'm going to do is take Smooth Skin by NYC. And this is lighter. I could probably use a little bit darker for the summer, but my skin, no, it doesn't really tan. So I'm just going to put some of this on. And the reason why I use the powder is because if I have any pimples or anything, it almost like evens them out. So they don't look so much like a bump. It looks more just like maybe a little color spot or something. So I'm just going to kind of put that on all over my face and just kind of patting it on, just like that, and just pat it. Okay, and the next thing that I'm going to do is take by CoverGirl, sorry, that's my sister at the door, by CoverGirl, it's concealer, and I'm just going to put it on any little spots that I might have. So just put it on like that, and I like just rub it in. And if you have any spots that are, you know, say you have a spot where the pimple looks like it's going to, it looks like it needs to dry out, then I would suggest using by Sephora. It's their concealer, and this end here, the smaller one, if you can see that, but it has the salicylic acid in it, so it just helps it a lot. Okay, now I'm just going to do one more little coat, especially on my forehead, because where I just put that, what's it called, concealer, it sometimes kind of changes the color and it looks weird, so I like to just kind of even it out. I'm going to take my Bare Minerals, my Bare Minerals Flawless Face, and I'm going to, this is by NYC, it's called Sunny, and I've used a lot of it, and so I'm just going to take my brush and kind of put some on there, and then I really want to focus on here, especially if you're fair-skinned. It's going to look more natural if it's covering your cheeks. It's going to look more like you have a tan versus just looking like you have makeup on. So I just kind of, the same thing to both sides. You really just want to make it look natural. So cover the cheeks. And then I just take a little bit and go up the temple area. And then just down underneath, kind of give it that natural shadow. And then what I'm going to do is take, I got these shimmer sheets from e.l.f. and they look like this, and I'm going to leave it in here because if I take it out, it's going to get all over my fingers. So I take my brush and I just kind of sweep it like that, and then I concentrate right on my cheek area where the sun would naturally hit. And same thing kind of with my nose. With this, I kind of go over my nose a little bit as well because the sun would naturally hit there. And the same thing. And this kind of has a shimmer to it. Like that. And just kind of put as much on as you think you're going to need. And I just like to go like that and then brush it, just brush my whole face over so it gives it that bronzy look. Now the next thing that I will do is take, by CoverGirl, my concealer, and I'm just going to put it right under my eyes. Now you could use a brush, like a concealer brush. I'm just going to use my finger because I find it to be easier. I feel like I can rub it in and work it out more because I don't like that harsh line right here. I want my under eye to really, really look, I guess, white. or as light as possible, because it's really going to make the other, and just putting a couple dots above, and rub that in as well. Okay, and now I'm just going to take, again, my NYC and just kind of go over the top, so that way it looks natural, I guess. Looks like a natural tone, like that. So you can really take any eyeshadow you want. I'm going to be taking this one by CoverGirl. It's like a shimmery, and I'm just going to place it above the cheeks. I just think that this adds a little bit of that bronzy kind of, and I'm also going to use by e.l.f. this here. Now this is actually a bronzing palette, but I just like to use this like light color here and place it right above. Like that. The last couple things I'm going to do is take this eyebrow. I'm pretty light, I'm like a brownish shade, and I'm just going to kind of lightly fill them in so they kind of stand out. Like that. Nothing perfect, I just like to fill them in a little bit. And now I'm going to take a mascara, but first I'm going to take a curler and just curl, pump it a few times. And then I'm going to take Black by Clinique and just wiggle it like that. And then just take, I have Lash Blast by CoverGirl, and just kind of make them longer just by doing that. And if you want to add a little bit to the bottom, you can. And do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Sephora lipstick, and it's kind of getting old, but that's okay. And just put some of that on. And I just like the pink because I think that even though you want something that's bronzy, you want to bring something out. And I think this helps to kind of bring a little bit of color to your face, because when you don't want to look too washed out either. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. And if you have any tutorial ideas, any questions, anything like that, feel free to comment or message me. Don't forget to check out my blog, simplebraidedhairstyles.com, and my Facebook page. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.